You were saying.
Yeah, it's yeah, there's that synchronicity going on. Somebody who is a doer that can be seen as just a dog. There's really nobody. Okay. Somebody who is a doer, it might be seen as just another dog that may seem to appear to say, I wonder how the weather tomorrow is gonna be. So, it's the same thought. It's just a thought that there's really nobody who's a doer. Even when it seems as if there's somebody who's suffering, that's just a thought construct. So when thoughts are looked for, they can never be found. Even that which may make an attempt to look for thoughts, it's just never there. So it is seen that there's just seeing alone as it is, but no, there's no seer. It can be seen that there's just doing and there's no doer. I am is a thought, it's just another thought that seems to appear in this vastness. There is no real separate I. What seems to be the separate I is just a dot appearing in this. There's no real separate I. So there's just everything. And everything is not separate from itself. It doesn't contain any individual who's separate. It's just everything. So this is already empty. There is already nobody who's searching for anything here. There is already nobody who is even looking, listening, expecting anything, waiting. That's just what appears in this. It has nobody behind it. It comes and goes. It comes and goes in that which does not come and go. So there is that uh, there is always that constant observation that has nobody behind it. So things are seen as up, they are seen appearing and disappearing, doing appearing, doing disappearing, expectation appearing, expectation disappearing. That which sees expectation appearing or anger, frustration appearing, love, it is seen that it is just that which sees, which may also appear as love, expectation, wondering, frustration. They they are not two. It's just this which is not appearing. That at times may seem to appear as something, but it's still the same thing. Even right now, it's appearing as individuals or what seems to be individuals talking to each other, but it's still the same one talking to itself. There are no real separate people who are engaging in any conversation right now. There's just what is this, which is nothing, appearing as people who are talking. So as I always say, this has never spoken to anybody. This doesn't know the other. It knows itself. The other may seem to appear in the dream. If there is an imaginary separation, if this thinks it's separate from other things, or if this thinks it's separate, then it may appear that there are others as well who are separate. But if this doesn't appear separate, then it's seen there's just vastness, there's just everything. But separation itself is just a dream. There's no real separation. There is nobody to be separate from anything. There's just this totality, everything. The people you see in the streets, they are yourself. The cars you see in the streets, the buildings, the mountains, the trees, the microscopic creature that crawls around, still yourself. An angry driver in the streets that may seem to swear at you, it's still you. So everything is yourself. Everything is you. And you are everything. You have never been separate from anything. In the story, it may seem as if there's separation, but the story itself is just this totality, everything appearing in the story. There is no real story. There's just this. And this is not a human being. It's not in a realm of being somebody. So it is seen that it was never born, therefore it never dies. Birth and death is just a story appearing in this. Somebody who's suffering is a dream appearing in this. That's unreal. So everything is beautiful because everything is an expression of this. No matter what shape or form it may appear to be, no matter which direction it may seem to take, it is seen that it is already okay. There is that sense of okayness with what seems to be everybody and everything here, because everything is you. So it is seen here, it is also seen as just a play. Nothing is taken seriously because everything is an expression of this. So this doesn't mind, it doesn't mind itself. Yet it may engage in the story. The story may seem to be enjoyed as well, because the story is not rejected. Something bad. There's no good and bad. There's just what appears to happen. So this may engage itself in the story of itself, talk as if it's a human being or is a man, but really it is seen clearly that there's nobody here. It doesn't say if somebody's talking to this, it doesn't say who are you talking to? Who's even talking? So
You say that stuff. You say that stuff all the time. Sorry. Go ahead. You were on a roll. That's the crux of it, though, I mean, when you're able to back up, see and feel in moments like this, you can see how illusory the personality is, and that it's not what you are, and that your life beyond this refraction of light and material. But then when you're living the life, it's you're losing yourself and lose yourself in it. That can be okay too,
Yeah.
because that's this, that's that. But then you get really upset and you want to kill somebody. Yourself too. Maybe all that's all right too. I don't know. I'm not ready to go there yet, but
Yeah.
to live the life as if you don't exist is tricky.
Yeah.
But I find that, the more I'm convinced that I don't exist, the easier that becomes to do. It's no longer a living ass, it's realizing, reflecting. But as you say, this doesn't mind, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
matter if
It
you get
never
lost.
minds.
Doesn't matter if you don't get lost, or if you get lost. It doesn't mind either way. There's no prize. Yay, you made it.
Exactly. Yeah, that's freedom. That's true freedom. There's nobody, even when it seems you're not getting it or getting it, it doesn't matter. Because in the first place, there's nobody to get it or not. There's just this. So who wants to get it? if all there is this, who is really looking for it?
Right.
Well, that question doesn't require an answer.
Question doesn't have an
The
answer.
question itself is the answer.
Right.
So nothing matters to this because everything is this. And what is being spoken here uh, has got nothing against any story. You know, it's not trying to get rid of the story. It's not trying to get rid of the imaginary separate self because here it doesn't exist. How can you get rid of something that doesn't even exist? How can it even disappear if it's already not there? So
So what is it that notices that it's not there? And go see.
nothing, nothing. There's just noticing happening, the recognition happening, but nobody is recognizing anything. There's just resonance that there's nobody here, but nobody is resonating with anything. It is empty already. The recognition is empty. There's nobody behind it. It's the same as looking for a person or a separate self. It's the same as a dog chasing its own tail, trying to catch its own tail. So there's so much space here. Everything seems to be spacious. There's so much space that everything is allowed to be as it is without judgment. Every expression. You are not that body. You are not even. There's just vastness. You as separate can be seen as just an imagination appearing in this vastness. It appears and disappears. So what's here is already everything. It's not separate. There's no separation. There's no center already. even when it seems as if there's something that is holding on to something. That too is just totality appearing as that. There's nobody who's holding on to anything. There's just this vastness appearing as something, as somebody, or holding on to something.
There was this Indian sage named his name was Krishnamurti, but he's not it's not J. Krishnamurti, the famous one. It was a Krishnamurti something else. He's an Indian guy, and I was watching a video of him. He was quite old and profane. Just full of swear words, and he was in bed, I think bedridden at the end of his life, and he was surrounded by, all these kind of hippies from the Netherlands. trying to get trying to talk him into, like, tell us, how do we get there, oh master, or whatever. He's like, listen, you fuckers, there's nothing to know. Just just screaming at him. How come you have this awareness that we don't? I don't. there's nothing to find, just screaming at them. And they refused to believe him. He was saying that. But yet, they have a point. He's gotten to this awareness that certainly they haven't, this recognition, as you say, that they don't have in perpetuity, you know. But then his point is there's no one to notice. So how can those things? I mean, clearly may not exist, but I've never met anybody like you. Right?
Yeah.
It's a paradox.
Yeah. Um, what what you seem to be talking to is yourself, is already yourself. But in the story, it may seem as if you are talking to a different person, but you are talking to yourself. Some will say your higher self, but there's already no lower self. As I always say, this has never spoken to anybody. It doesn't see separation. It doesn't see the other. It sees itself. So there's always that sense of okayness with what seems to be everybody, because everybody is this already. There is no real everybody. There's just this. Even Christ said, love your neighbor as you love yourself, because your neighbor is still yourself. But loving your neighbor is effortless. Actually, he wasn't talking to anybody. So when it seems as if you don't love your neighbor, that is just a story. There's nobody to love his neighbor or her neighbor. There's already nobody to do anything. There's just this. There's just this, which is unconditional love appearing as everything, appearing as somebody who's not loving the neighbor. It's just a story. It's a simulation. It's nothing really. It's nothing special. This may appear to say, I love you, I hate you. It may appear to say, oh, now I'm feeling peace. I love what I'm hearing. I don't love what I'm hearing. Today I'm off. It's still the same one. Still this totality appearing as that. It may seem to give up, but really there's nobody who's giving up. There's just totality appearing to be giving up the story. From that heart space, it is always seeing that everything is okay. But when the attention goes up in the mind, then, it's not okay. I need to do that. I'm here. But from the heart, there's love, unconditional love. There is that acceptance, which is effortless as well. There's so much space that things are seen as they are, and they are accepted without judgment. There's no judgment here. Everything is already love appearing. It's just love appearing as hate, appearing as anger, appearing as frustration.
Comparing us to the little dead mouse I found on the sidewalk this morning.
Really? Wow. I wonder what happened.
I think it might have gotten too cold last night. Yeah.
Just so cold.
I think so. I don't know. I have no idea.
Mm.
Melissa gets these little mouse traps. We put them in. She's always catching mice, little mice, but they're no kill. They run into this little trap and then they can't run out. So then when she catches the mice, she feeds it. She feeds them and gives them water. And then we'll take them to a park like several miles away in hopes that it runs to somebody else's house, I guess.
What about the glue, the sticky glue?
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we would use those in the city for rats. When we lived in Long Beach, we get these big rats, which are gross. But we don't use the glue because then they get stuck forever, right? She wants to catch them and set them free.
Yeah, nice. Here they use the glue one, the pot that has sticky glue. When the
Yeah,
mouse is trying to get stuck.
I've had ones like, once they get on those traps, they're big, they'll flop around and sometimes get out of them. And then, you still have to kill the damn thing, even if it's on the glue. So you try to stick it with a knife and their bones are like rubber. It's just, and of course you're them too. And you're feeling yeah, I don't like the glue. I'd rather get like a
Yeah,
than glue. Yeah.
yeah, the glue one is not good at all.
Do
It's
you get
better to
rats or do you
die
just
than
get,
to get stuck.
yeah, better to die, right? Do you get rats or do you just have mice?
We have mice.
Just mice.
Yeah. Those are little ones.
They've been stealing the dog food. They steal the dog's food and then we'll find like all of a sudden we'll like, lift a couch pillow or go in an old purse or something and there'll just be a pile of dog food and where the mice have been hoarding the dog food.
So they like dog food.
They like Tater's food, yeah. So I mean, but they get they steal it like one pebble at a time, and will run back and forth and put it into some new place where Tater can't find it and eat it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's funny.
Yeah, it's good as long as they don't destroy the things in the house.
Yeah, they're not very destructive. Yeah, kind of creepy though. Sometimes you'll open a cupboard door and there'll be something, they'll just be sitting there.
Smelling.
Yeah, right.
They are very fast.
So how's
So
little
are the
Nkosi?
schools? Oh, he's doing okay, but about 2 days ago, uh, he was experiencing breathing problems,
What kind of problems?
breathing problems. He was
Okay.
unable to breathe, and his heart was beating fast. But it was fast. Then I had to go and visit. to do some energy work and bless some water. Yeah, then I did it. I did that to him yesterday, and then he was okay. He was okay. He became very well. Like everything started to be normal. Yeah, now he's great. There's even a video that I took. He's now able to dance. He can dance. I'll send you a video.
Yes, please do. So I can imagine what his mother would say when you did the energy work. What the hell are you doing? They go
Yeah,
like that?
she knows about it.
Yeah.
No, she knows about it. Yeah, even though it seems weird to her. Yeah, but she knows about it. You know,
Does she believe in it?
she just yeah, she does. She does a
Okay.
lot. I used to do that to her as well when he was
I see.
experiencing some problems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do it, and then yeah, she would say, "Oh, are you a magician?" Or
Is she
because
Christian?
mm, not exactly. She believes in this ancestry.
Oh,
Uh,
so she's
yeah,
Zulu more?
yeah, she's Zulu,
Yeah.
but as well, at times she usually goes to these traditional churches, like Zulu traditional churches, where they 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 play drums and dance.
But it's good. But Christian and Zulu, or just Zulu?
Yeah, it's just a mixture of the
Yeah.
Christianity and ancestry, something like that.
So that's kind of what Martha would describe, I think, when she would go. I mean, because Martha's obviously Christian, but then she would go to church with her in-laws, and she would describe it being more like that. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
That sounds a lot more interesting than church in America. That being said, some of the black churches are pretty amazing in terms of the music and the dancing and singing. And my mom's church too, in the South, you know, very, very much like that.
Yeah, when the spirit is high, when they are dancing, the spirit is high, then some would end up prophesying, you know, and telling other people what's going on in their lives, they need to fix this and that, something like that. Yeah, it's a beautiful story.
Beautiful story. Yeah. I went to a Krishna temple this week again. There's a Krishna temple about a mile or two from my house. So Melissa's made a friend who's Muslim, and for some reason she keeps on bringing us to the Krishna temple. I don't know why, but yeah, it's just beautiful, chanting and singing and all these kind of Indian people in America with very very bright fuchsia and orange colored silk outfits and fake gold and kids trying to learn dances and you know lots of good food and people being friendly, and it's very nice. It feels a little, I mean, it's that's hard to explain. It's not my culture, I guess. It's the best way to say it. It's a lot like if I were to show up at the Zulu church, I could appreciate it from some level, but I wouldn't necessarily know what to do.
Exactly. Yeah, everything will seem awkward, you know.
Everything seems a little awkward. That's right. That's right. It's just a little awkward. That's all.
Yeah. Some they would burn incense, inside the church. Like, they seem to be rules and regulations on how to do things according to the 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 religion.
You mean
Here
like
we do things like this.
you mean
But
like
sorry,
how to dance and sing or how to live your life and have sex?
no, I mean like how to dance, how to be in the church, how should be the response when there is preaching, there are so many rules there, many rules. Some you have to wash hands before you go inside the church. Some you have to kneel down the pulpit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm Catholic, so lots of silly little, very specific, you know, things to say when and when to kneel and when to stand and all these sacraments
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yeah, that uh that doesn't appeal to me anymore. I don't want to remember any rules anymore. It's like I'm just too old for that. I don't. So my friend, who actually happens to kind of be my boss at NASA, she's in South Africa right now, in Cape Town, and oh, that's a big. That's the attic. It's no problem. Uh, yeah, so she's been sending me pictures and stuff, talking about how beautiful it is and what a wonderful time she's having and everything. Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
Um, I was trying to drop hints saying that I want to go next time. That's my goal is to try to get work to bring me to South Africa somewhere. But she
Yeah. So we
says she's in,
can finally meet.
pardon?
So we can finally meet.
So we can finally meet. Yeah. I told her I had a guru in South Africa. I don't think she believed me. Yeah.
Yeah.
She says the safaris are all paved and fenced in and very touristy, but it's not no longer like being in nature. Is that true?
Yeah. 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 It's true. They're like that. They're like that. But there are some areas where uh, animals are just walking out, just moving around. And at times uh, there are people who are being attacked by those animals.
And people probably hunting
Some
the
they usually
animals.
escape.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Some they would escape where there are cats, they would just escape and then roam
Yeah.
around and then yeah. But it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do if I just like was wandering around and came face to face with a baboon. I think that would be a 900-pound gorilla or something. It'd just be like,
Hi.
I guess that's what I would do. Yeah, for some
Yeah.
reason, going on a safari has never appealed to me. I just don't, I
Yeah.
don't know about canned vacation experiences. You know what I mean? Canned. Yeah. Planned, highly planned.
Yeah, because usually when you are visiting those where they keep animals, those parks, usually the vehicle that you travel with has no roof, so they're just there exposed there.
Jeep, yeah.
And yeah, it's usually a jeep. There are lions walking around, cheetahs.
But
So
do they attack the Jeeps? I mean, I guess a cheetah can outrun a Jeep easily.
yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But the elephant sometimes will charge.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
You may never know. You may never know.
I think the biggest animal I've seen in the wild are mooses in America. You can get some pretty big mooses. Yeah. Might be 8 feet tall, you know?
Wow,
Yeah.
that's big.
And the monkeys in Nepal were pretty big. You would get human-sized monkeys. But yeah, I don't know. The idea of like
Yeah,
running around and there would be like a hippopotamus or something. It's just
yeah. Those are very huge as well. Very huge. Very huge. And the buffaloes?
yeah, buffaloes are gone. We killed all the buffaloes.
Mm,
Yeah. I don't think there's any wild buffaloes left.
they went instinct.
Yeah. Just people hunted them. Yeah.
Wow.
That beaver was pretty big though. The beaver that I told you about that in my meditation spot where I scared the beaver and the beaver scared me and ran away. He was a pretty big beaver. I mean, I think of the body of the beaver was probably 4 or 5 feet, you know. So it was a
Wow.
big thing, yeah. But it's kind of shaped like a seal, right? So it's just this kind of tubular. Yeah. Seals are
Yeah.
seen some pretty big seals. You have seals?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So
Yeah.
yeah,
But do you have them
they're very big.
in Durban?
Yeah, I think they are being kept in the auditorium.
Hmm.
Yeah, they're being kept there,
Yeah.
and dolphins as well.
So you've never seen like
But
wild
I don't see
dolphins in the,
them.
you don't see like wild dolphins in the, no. Do you ever see wild
No,
dolphins in the
no,
ocean?
no, no.
We would get those in Long Beach. That was always really cool. You'd see, they would just, you basically just see them leap out of the water periodically, you know, sometimes in pairs or four, you know, combine to fish or
By
whatever.
the seashore.
Well, maybe 200 or 300 meters out, so you could just see them leaping. I mean, they wouldn't
Mm,
come up to you or anything. Yeah.
mm, mm. They are very friendly.
Huh?
They are very friendly.
Yeah.
They are very friendly. Mm.
So tomorrow I go to New York and my daughter goes to New York
Uh,
too. So she came back to get her stuff and she's going to drive up with some friends and I'm going to fly to New York, go to a conference, and I'll see her Saturday, even though she's here now. So I've got this big presentation I'm giving, and
mm.
I think I'll focus on loving my neighbor as myself. That's a good one for Christian
Yeah,
upbringing, huh?
yeah, but it has to be. It's not something that can be done.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, it's just
Recognition.
a recognition that it's like this. Just
Yeah,
just happens naturally.
yeah.
You know.
Focus on the recognizing, not the loving. Right?
Yeah, just I would say don't be a character, be yourself.
Yeah,
Be yourself. When you are nothing, or when it is seen that there's just nothing, nothing matters. Nothing really matters. But when there's that strong belief in the idea that you are this person, then everything matters,
yeah,
So just be in that heart space and recognize that there's just nothing. From that space, it can be seen that, so, okay, everything's beautiful, everything's okay. Mhm. Nothing that presents itself is rejected, everything is accepted. But if something is not liked, then that's who might be expressed that, oh, I don't like this. I prefer this to this. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah. So just live from your hearts, not from your mind. Then things will seem to be okay and effortless.
Yeah.
and life will be enjoyed as well. No matter what shape it takes, it will be enjoyed because life takes many shapes.
Yeah. Okay, Nkosi. I'm gonna let you go. My daughter's here.
Okay,
I need to pack for tomorrow. So say hi to your auntie. Thank you.
thanks. Have a safe
Okay.
trip.
Thank you. Take
Yeah,
care.
you're welcome.